What is going on, everybody? Welcome to our Week 10 picks and preview show. As always, my name's Drew, the DH, and with me, as always, Mr. Newman. What's up, man?
What's going on? I think you gained a little ground on me last
I
week.
did. I did. We will get to the final totals here soon, but I'm excited. I'm moving back up. I was doing terrible, so it's about damn times. All I'll say.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Um,
lost my touch.
I don't necessarily know about lost touch there, but I have gained a little bit of ground on you. But it's an interesting week this week, man. A lot of really fun games. So first, before we go into our picks, let's take a look real quick at the schedule we've got here. Most of the games. Lots of fun ones. My Panthers and Packers, I think that's going to be a fun one. It got moved to 425, which I don't like at all, but lots and lots and lots of very interesting games this week, John.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh's got my team's got a real tough one against the Rams. So we'll see how that goes. They're like we talked about really all year after their start. Their room for error is slim to none. So you got to win these games.
Yeah, no, you do, and that's going to be one of their important ones. But we'll dive right into the picks, and as always, I'll let you go on and start first. So why don't you give us your first pick of the week?
All right, I'll call it the Battle of New Jersey, I guess. I'd say New York, except the game's actually in New Jersey, and that's the Jets and Giants. And I know both of them record-wise aren't terrific, but when these two
Yeah,
teams do play, they do garner interest just for
they do.
bragging rights of the city.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Giants. Very few times can you take the Giants over anybody, but this week it's like a survivor pool. This is the
It is,
week
yeah.
I can actually pick them.
Yeah.
And who knows? The Jets will probably win now that I did that. The kiss of death. But I think the Giants are just anytime you got Saquon, Le'Veon Bell's actually not playing real
No.
well. Some of that's probably because of the poor play of Sam
Yeah.
Darnold,
Oh yeah.
and he apparently still seeing ghosts. So he might need to call like the Ghost Adventures or something.
Well,
The
we're gonna get to somebody a little bit later, but there's someone else that's seeing ghosts also that
yeah
I've actually got a video I got to show you because you pointed me out to the clip, but this man's by definitely was seeing ghosts this day. But we'll get to that in
yeah
just a little while. But I agree with you on this pick. I don't like the Jets at all right now. I think they're a mess. I think I think Darnold's a great quarterback, but like we kind of talked about last week, is New York the right fit for him? I don't know that it
yeah.
is, and just like you said, and the spread's so low. If you're gonna pick someone in that game, I would take the Giants. I do agree with that pick. And by the way, guys, before we keep going, if you disagree with our picks or anything along those lines, and comment obviously. Or call in. We posted the link right here. I'm going to post it right one more time. There's a link right there in the comment section. Click that link. You can call right in, either if you just want just your voice or if you want to do FaceTime like on Facebook. It can be done on your iPhone, Android, or anything. But back to the game, John. I do completely agree with you on that Giants pick. But let's go on to your second one this week.
All right. Well, they let me down last week. I probably shouldn't go back. But the Lions are actually underdogs
They
to the
are.
Chicago. Yeah, that I saw this. I said, man, that the Bears are giving points to somebody.
Yeah.
You got to really look at that. Some might argue, well, Trubisky's due to break out.
No.
I don't actually agree with that. I don't think
Trubisky broke out. Trubisky broke out, and that's
last
when
year.
his coaches were hiding all of his faults last year.
Yeah,
That breakout was last year. It ain't coming anytime soon.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. That's a good way to put it. So I think he is who he is. I think the
Yeah.
Lions are not happy after last week losing to the
No.
Raiders.
No.
I think they take out some of that against the Bears, and they're getting 2.5 points before the game even starts. I'll take them to win
Yeah.
outright. So
Yeah.
it was one of those games. I this was almost my lock, but it wasn't. But I just think the line. I think the Bears season's lost, and I think they're not going to cover this, and I think the Lions just went outright.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would take the money line on this. I have absolutely zero faith in the Bears now, especially with how Trubisky's playing. I I think the Bears are at home, I believe.
Yeah, I
If
think so.
they are, then
Yeah,
that's where this is coming from. But even there, home field, you normally give 3 points. Well, Lions at
yeah.
2.5 shows you that even Vegas is kind of saying, like, at a neutral site, the Lions will win this game. So I agree with you on that one as well. I think that's a great pick. But
And here's the other thing, real quick,
yeah,
Drew. Too.
yeah,
Sometimes
bring
when
it.
a team's struggling,
Yeah,
sometimes a home game's not the greatest thing because the fans are restless. And right now, Trubisky's definitely not a fan favorite. So
no,
if he starts out slow again, that whole
yeah,
stadium's just going to turn against them, and then it's going to be very difficult. So
it is.
the
It is.
only way they win this is they got to get out to a fast start. I don't see it,
I don't
so
either.
I'll take the Lions.
I 110% agree with you. All right, so on
Yep.
to your next one. What you got for your third pick this
Uh,
week?
I think I took Indy. This game makes me a little nervous. I'm not completely sold on my pick, but I have to pick 4 games, so I did pick this one. I took the Colts over the Dolphins. I know Brissett is probably not going to play, and but I just think the Dolphins are going for that high draft pick.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying they're trying to lose games like some other
I am.
people say.
I
All
am.
right,
Me. I am. They're trying to
but
lose games.
I think it's more of they're trying not to win them.
All right.
So which
Okay,
is
the
probably the
players,
thing. Go
I
ahead.
take that back. The players aren't trying to lose the games, but they're fielding an XFL quality team. So
Yeah,
ownership is 110% trying to make this team lose every game. Now, I'm sure they're very glad they won one so they didn't become a massive laughing stock. You want to get that
yeah,
1 or 2 wins in there
yeah.
every single year because you're still going to get that overall number 1 pick. But I don't see it over the Colts. And is Brissett, has he been ruled out officially?
I think he's doubtful. The old D
Okay.
word.
All right.
You know.
Well, we'll
Um,
see. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, I think the Colts win. I guess my trepidation here with this pick is the
Is
spread
the
itself.
10? Yeah,
Yeah,
10.
it's double digits, and this could be one of those 7-point games, 6-point games, and I see the Colts winning. I'm just
Yeah.
worried. Do they have enough firepower? I'll feel better if Ty Hilton comes back and plays,
Yeah.
but I think he's doubtful too. So that's where the point spread makes you nervous is when you got 2 key players not potentially playing that can be a change the equation. But
Yeah.
Dolphins are still the Dolphins. I'm not sure. I'd probably feel a little bit better about my pick if
Yeah.
Rosen was playing over Fitzmagic, if you will, because you can say what you want about him. The one thing that guy does, he's not scared. He's playing like the playoffs are on the line every week, and
That he is.
yeah.
That he is.
So that makes him dangerous just in that respect. But like you said, the roster itself isn't up to the task. But again, I'd feel better if the Colts were at full strength here, which they're probably
Yeah.
not going to be.
Yep. No, I completely agree with you. What's up, Paul? I see you're in here, bud. Stick around, Paul. You're going to really love the video I got here in just a little bit that we're going to be doing. But John, let's go on now to your lock of the week.
Man, It almost wasn't, and again, another high point spread, which
Yeah,
always makes me nervous. But let's as much as it pains me to say this, Drew,
I
the
know.
The Ravens are playing good football. They just come off an emotional win against the Patriots, and they're getting a Bengals
Yeah.
team with a rookie quarterback thrown in there. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
what a way to start your career, your first game as a pro, as a starter, and they're putting you
It's
against a Ravens team that's firing
yeah.
on all cylinders right
Yeah,
now.
it's time for me to rant for a second, dude.
Yeah,
This
go ahead,
spread,
go ahead.
there's a reason this spread's at 10 points. And it's because Finley's the quarterback. And the Bengals coaching staff, I really hope a lot of them get fired, especially whoever was in charge of making the decision to bench Dalton and put this kid in at this game. This is fucking ridiculous. For one,
Yeah,
Andy Dalton's not a great quarterback by any means. He's a serviceable quarterback at best. But the problems this year were not Andy Dalton's fault. Like, there
yeah,
are multiple issues on that offensive line. You're putting this kid out there now. I mean, you
yeah.
hear me talk about it all the time. Confidence being incredibly key to a quarterback's success. You want to talk about killing a kid's confidence. This could absolutely fucking destroy this kid's career. And
Yeah.
I can't believe they would do this. This would be like us starting
Will Greer.
Kyle Allen against San Francisco for his first game.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because Cam was struggling. You send someone to the Wolves, you send someone out there against a team like that, they're gonna get shit whipped all over the field all week. And
we hit a quota with the shit whipped.
I know,
We did
man.
it.
I'm about to start I'm
gonna have to just
segment
incorporate
soon.
that out of my daily life. Like,
Yeah, well, we're gonna start a segment pretty soon. Shit whip of the week. I'm gonna find some hits,
like
and we're just gonna do it. So you guys can look for it coming soon, since all you like that apparently. But anyway, yeah, I completely agree with you. 10 points. This is gonna be a 2-3 score game at least. So completely agree with that.
And I actually like Ryan Finley, but
so do I.
Yeah, this is just like you said. This is just setting them up for disaster. And
you're destroying this kid. If it's one of those things, you look at players like Aaron Rodgers. People sat a couple of years. I'm not saying Finley's Aaron Rodgers, but you look at these guys that sit. I mean, you throw these guys in before. Some people need to sit. Will Greer in Carolina, perfect example. If we put him in this year, I'm going to be furious. I mean, unless it's a week 17 game where the other team's playing backups, and I'm fine with it.
He's one injury away, though.
I know it scares me, but I mean, if it's injury wise, that's fine. It's understandable, but don't pull Kyle Allen. I mean, you ride it out or you blow that season. But you just can't put someone in this type of game. I cannot believe they're doing it, but I like that pick, man. So good picks this week. I like them, and surprisingly, none of the picks were any of the games that I chose. And so we'll dive right into that now. And the first game is, well, I'll stick with the game I was just talking about. I got the Panthers over the Packers for a couple of reasons. I think Green Bay is struggling mightily right now. I know we're going on the road in Green Bay. I like us getting the points. I don't know if we win this game outright, but I do see a lot of the players stepping up to play. They've heard all the noise about, and I've made a lot of noise about it, more than likely being an end of an era in Carolina. The team has heard that. The defense really recovered last week and sets up really well against Green Bay. Our strengths really go against them well. So I like Carolina in this game. I don't know if I like them outright. This was a game I marked, even with Cam as quarterback at the beginning of the year, as a possible loss. But Green Bay's got some injuries right now. We're looking decent. I think McCaffrey has a huge day against the Green Bay defense that has some holes. So I've got my Panthers at 5.5.
You're not gonna like me after you hear what I say here. When I was picking my 4 games, I actually almost took the Packers here.
It could go that way.
What do I know? But my rationale here was can Rodgers have another stink fest 2 games in a row? I don't know if I
Yeah.
see that. And
Well,
and I wouldn't
I
be shocked. Yeah, go ahead.
no. You keep going.
I was just gonna say I wouldn't be shocked if Carolina wins. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm leaning past. I just think Rodgers comes out, plays better. Here's the thing with McCaffrey's potential MVP. He's going to get his numbers, but even in games that Carolina's lost, he's had good games. I don't want to say he's a non-factor because that's the furthest thing from the truth. But I think he's one of those guys where they know he's going to get his, so they're going to make someone else kind of beat them. And so it's going to have to be Kyle Allen or one of the young receivers. Not that can't happen. You know what I think of DJ Moore. So, who had a nice game last week.
And you said it right there.
Way.
He did have a great game last week. And you said it right there. That's going to be the key, is someone besides McCaffrey is going to step up. I really hope that Allen finally develops a rapport with Olsen, because the Packers struggle against tight ends, and they do struggle against receivers and underneath passing, which is really what Kyle Allen does. So, because he's not doing the deep ball at all right now. But I think Green Bay eats up a lot of their yards with Aaron Jones. I think that's where a lot of their yards and points come in. So I've got the Panthers, but we'll see. I like that we disagree on one. So we'll see what happens this week.
Yeah.
But moving on to my second one here. It's a game you took, but I am taking the over-under on it, and that is the Giants and the Jets, and I'm going with the under of 43.5. I just don't see this being a high-scoring game at all. I think each team will get theirs, but I think the Jets' offense is incredibly – they're struggling bad. I see this game as maybe a 17-10, 20-10 game, so I've got this as an under at 43.5.
It's funny you did this because we're actually pretty close here. When I looked at the over under, Drew, I see this game as sort of a 24-21 type game, and that would put it at 45. I will say this: Vegas is very close. This is a tough one as far as over and unders go. I give you credit here. That's a ballsy move, and it might pay off. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do when you're losing. When you're losing and you're down, you got to go with something,
And listen, neither of these teams are playing well, so it's not like you took the under on two powerhouse teams. It's not a bad play. I just kind of see a 24-21. But if you know what, you're right. If it's 20, I picked the Giants in 2.5. If it's 24-17, that's 41, and you're right on the money.
Yeah.
So we both could win this pick, like you said.
We could. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the third pick, another one that I really struggled with this one. I knew I wanted to pick the game, but the spread changed when it initially was out. I loved it and I was all over them. Then the spread dropped a little bit. I didn't know if I was going to take him. I don't know if he's going to play or not, but I'm taking the Chiefs at -4 over the Titans. I have absolutely no faith in the Titans. I think they're a joke, and I think that's sad. I think Corey Davis could be amazing with the right coach. I think they're a mess of an organization that set themselves back a long time trying to fit an offense around a quarterback that was not a professional quarterback whatsoever. And they're paying for it right now. And I think Matt Moore has shown you. Backups have shown you this year. Teams, coordinators are not scheming against the quarterback. They're scheming against the offensive system. And you're seeing more than capable backups come in and lead teams on multiple game winning streaks. And Matt Moore struggled. He's not the best quarterback in the world. I'm very familiar with him in Carolina. I've seen him in extended action, but I don't see the Chiefs losing this game. I don't see them losing a step. And if Mahomes plays, it's over.
Yeah, I like this pick for you. It's one that I almost took myself. And the Titans, like we've talked all year, even on the regular show, Drew, they're a weird team. You
Yeah.
just don't know what you're getting with them. They're just so
Yeah.
they're up and down, and frankly, they're more down than up, and so it's one of those teams you can't bet on them because you can bet against them as a safer bet, but you can't bet on them. And this if this is going to be a track meet. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you're not going to take Titans over a Kansas City Chiefs in a track meet. So, Matt Moore, like you said, not a great quarterback, but he's serviceable. And with
No.
those kind of weapons.
Yeah.
Me or
Yeah.
you could probably go under center and score
I
21 points.
seriously. I
So,
mean, I don't disagree. I do not disagree whatsoever. And so I
yeah,
don't know. I've got the Chiefs in this game, and I think it's pretty handed. I think it's handily. And my lock of the week, I was blown away when I saw this shit on the on. I don't know what Vegas is thinking. If this game ends up happening, I mean, I don't know. I just can't see it happening. Bills over Browns. How the Bills are are favored to lose this game with no significant injuries to them blows my mind. I don't know if Vegas is just on this hype train of just needing the Browns to win, or maybe it's bettors. I don't know what it is, but how in the hell you can put Buffalo, which this is a team that I mean, you've heard since the beginning of the year. I was not a fan of Buffalo. I thought they were a complete and total joke, but they've won me over. They're a great football team now. And it took a long time to get there, at least to me. And I cannot see. I know it's on the road, but you put Buffalo at +3. I don't know. That's laughable to me. So that's my lock of the week.
Yeah, this one is sort of an enigma game. The Bills' defense is legit, and Josh Allen is a decent quarterback, but he has moments where he's not a decent quarterback. I think what Vegas is doing here is what a lot of people are kind of doing, and that's I think they're just saying Cleveland at some point is going to have to win a game, and they keep saying
Yeah.
this is the week. This is the week.
Yeah.
They last week we said this is the week against the Broncos, and then
see
we
what I
saw
like
what
about
happened.
this. What I like about this is if the Browns can win this game, I definitely don't see them beating them by more than 3. I see it being a field goal game if Cleveland wins this game. It's going to end. The Buffalo's defense is not going to give them much more than field goals. So I can see this as, being a field goal game. So I like the 3 points. If you give me Buffalo 3 points, I'll take it all week long. This blew my mind, especially when I looked at the injury report. There's not even anybody doubtful. The coaching tree matchups match up. Baffling to me. So that's my lock of the week. So guys,
I don't know. I just think the Browns. I don't know. I guess I'm taking the bait too. I just keep thinking the Browns. One of these weeks are going to win one of these games, But so far they're proving me wrong. So
yeah,
you're probably right. And like you said, the Browns giving points. You got to look at that hard, and so I understand it.
Yeah. All right. So after our picks, I'll show them here to everybody real quick. As last week I went 3-1, John, or I went 3-1 and you went 1-3 actually. So we're at 14 and 10 overall for you and 12-12 for me. None of us have really fallen behind. We both kind of hit our stride and had a couple
you're
of
back
up
to
and down weeks,
500.
but yeah, I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah.
So, but this could be a big game to swing a couple of things. We got to narrow down this bet here soon. Somebody's got to win something here. I mean, it can't just be for, And by the way, guys, if anyone disagrees, please click with any of the picks we just said, and you'd like to tell us why we are wrong. Here, while we do our new segment here, or at least this week's segment, Seeing Ghosts. Please call on in and tell us why we're wrong, and let's talk some football. We want you guys to call in all the time. So, all right. Anyway, so John, earlier We mentioned you mentioned Sam Darnold and seeing ghosts, and sure enough, you kind of pointed me out to this highlight. But last week, Deshaun Watson had an absolutely unbelievable highlight. Well, it turns out in the video that we're going to show you right here, it's it's actually happened before. This is quite humorous. So Watson, as you can see, goes right over him. First of all, this was amazing. I mean, absolutely incredible. John, I mean, I don't know if you saw this. You're the one that pointed this out to me. Look at this. This is amazing. Yeah. But now this dude, I guarantee you when this was coming, he had flashbacks to this right here. Same goal line. I
didn't know this. You told
me. Same person. Right there. I mean, you want to talk about seeing ghosts?
That's called synchronicity. That's weird.
It's absolutely ridiculous. When I was told that, just amazing. I love the gotta love it.
And at this point, who is do we know who the guy is? He probably doesn't want us to know who he is.
But... yes, it is oh man, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, well, whoever he is, I hate to say it like that, but whoever he is, the next time they match up, he's probably going to be on the opposite side of wherever Deshaun Watson is. He's like, I can't have this happen to me 3 times. My own family is probably going to.
It was Ronnie. It was Ronnie Harrison. It was Ronnie. Oh Harrison. yeah, Ronnie Harrison. Good old Ronnie.
He's a good player. But apparently, this is what he's going to be known for, unless he has like 5 Pro Bowl seasons in a row.
It's gonna be rough. It's definitely going to be rough for him. And let's just take a look at it one more time because it's absolutely awesome. Paul, this is for you, buddy, since I know you watched. But I incredible athletic ability. Houston, I love Houston. I love what they're doing. You know me, I've been betting on them all year. Yeah. I think what they're doing is fantastic. But poor Ronnie, you want to talk about seeing ghosts. You know he was thinking of this as it happened. This was going through his head as this crazy. Play happened. And I mean, it's the same corner of an end zone, same everything.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. The only thing weirder could get if it was the same time on the clock in the same quarter.
Right, or the same stadium, something, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
weird.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so there's the picks for the week once again. Before we go, we'll pull these picks up again for you guys so you can see them here. If you do want to bet the house like you should on all of these picks, I'm just kidding. But and as always, guys, on Sunday, the contest from last week. From last episode. It's still going on. We're going to announce the winner this week. So all you have to do is go to last episode and share it. And then follow the Rough and the Passer page. That's it. Just share the post and like the page and you're entered. And we'll announce that winner on Sunday's episode of the show. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. If you'd like to be a guest on the show Sunday, as always, come in. Yeah, I mean, there's one of the prizes right there. If you'd like to call in Sunday and want to let us know ahead of time to make sure you can call in, hit me or John or Roughing the Passer up or comment on the post, anything, or just click the link when we put it up. But till then, John, what's going on? What you got going on?
Oh man, with the show, I got the big 50th tomorrow. We got 51. Yeah, it's crazy, man. How
Congrats,
fast the years went.
Thank
you. And then next week's the big anniversary show. We're gonna give a bunch of stuff away. Shipping's gonna cost me my paycheck, and
there you go.
But it's all fun and like this show, we're going to give away prizes too, and
all the time.
People love that stuff, and you're saying about people come on, even if anyone wants to come on, even if whether they agree or disagree, they just want our, even if they just want to ask our opinion on something. Hey, what do you guys think of this? We'll gladly answer you. I'm very shy.
Yeah,
But
John's incredibly shy.
but I'll dig down deep and come up with an answer.
Yeah, no, we want you guys on this show. I mean, the point of John and I doing the show is not only to talk football with you guys, but was to literally be able to talk football with you. We want you guys on the show. Come on, talk. Tell us if, like John said, if you've got a question, if there's something we don't cover, because obviously we're not going to be able to cover every single game all the time. If you've got any questions or opinions on any of the upcoming spreads and you don't want to call in, leave a comment on the main thread. Interact with us. We want the show, the show's about all of us, and we want you guys to be a part of it as much as us. But until then, guys, like John said, he's got a big old 50th show coming out Friday, a Sports Card Nation podcast. Let me get that potograph. We'll have a new episode out on Monday. We had our last episode drop on Monday as well, so definitely go check that out. But until then, guys, we will see you in just a couple of days.
Yeah, that's it.